This is cool. Nice big storm. This is Helene or Helene or whatever its name is. We're about, I don't know, 50 miles from the epicenter. It's coming straight towards us, but I don't think it'll get worse. I think there'll be less rain. But all the waterworks are working as they should. The bridges are working, the pipes are working, and the pond is full to the top. So that's pretty cool. Don't often see it this full. We've even got our own little whitewater rafting adventure down there. Wow. Water's about maybe 3 feet from the bottom of the bridge. Very impressive. That's good, isn't it? Oh.
If you're out there far enough and one of them limbs hits it, it'd shake that whole bridge.
Yeah, I bet it does.
Hey, they said it picked up some houses up toward Unicorn County.
Oh, good grief. Wow. Very impressive. I'm going to go to the house and video down at the house. Well, this is even more impressive than yesterday. We've had a full day of rain on top of when we were here yesterday, and there's a bale of hay floating down the river. I was at Bird's Bridge just a minute ago, and I'm going to go walk down to the water's edge here and see just how high it is. But I don't think I've seen it this high before. This is cool. Water is way higher than it was last night. I don't think I've looked through the woods here at a big brown lake before now. Really quite impressive. I put flags on the hill last time we had a big storm. Be interesting to see if I can still see them. In fact, I can. The water is currently exactly at the bottom of the flag that I placed last time we had a big storm. So this is equal to, but not more than the record water level. That's impressive. The water is flowing back up the creek from the Nolichucky. Never seen it do that before. Golly. It's amazing. I'm keeping these videos short so I can text it to people. But look at that. Isn't that just amazing? Incredible. Entire trees floating by. Can't see the trees that are on the other side of the river. Normally we can see those. I would say they're at least 40 feet tall. But I'm going to go down to the cliff top and see what the vantage point looks like there. Oh, we just lost another tree. In fact, you can see it going right here at the bank. Tree's just been undercut and taken away. This is the what we call Bluff 2. Normally if I would have said that normally we are here 80 feet at least, maybe even 100 feet above the river. Yet the river's right there. Unbelievable. And of course, the only reason that I'm doing this is that it's perfectly safe. I'm on a cliff top. Look at that. There are entire trees coming down the river. That little farm across the way, the water is almost up to that farm. The new house that was built across, I don't know what I'm looking at here, but I'm looking at a resurgence of the water, and I don't know that I can get a view of it. This is from the bluff. I don't know what that is that's coming down. It looks like maybe a big fuel tank. The snapping and creaking is impressive from here, of the trees under the water, that as they tumble, they're breaking up. And the sound, of course, is pretty loud. Horses are going a little crazy over there. That is just, it's just amazing. It is. So this water came all the way up here on this road, bringing all the silt with it. The house is gone and washed off its footings. Bridge is intact, looks safe. The shed, of course, has been washed away through here, and the temporary living quarters there have been destroyed as well. So, pretty daunting for the people that just moved there. Oh, and there's a monstrous crack in the road where it's likely to subside. That's not so good. We go check the other road. Such a difference the night has made. The water has gone down at least 20 feet. I can see where the riverbank used to be, so it's now within its own banks. Interesting that the big bend that was forested across the river from us is now an island. Interesting to see when the water drops if that remains an island. Very interesting the way the landscape changes. But the river has no debris in it. It's not clean, it's dirt, but no debris, and the river is back within its boundaries again. The river's at least 20 feet further down. And the vantage point from here last night was impressively different. A lot of trees down, a lot of substantial whirlpools. But all is looking almost sort of back to normal. All of the trees are gone on the other side of the river. So they're somewhere downstream up against bridges, which of course is what has caused the biggest part of this problem. This is a good vantage point to see the change in the topology. It's surprising how when catastrophic events happen, it feels like it's a forever change. Yet the very next day, I mean, it's 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, it's only 12 hours different. And 13, 14 hours different. And the river is back in its normal banks, and it exposes the devastation. There's a very cool change there on that bend. Very cool. We now have an island. Well, we don't have the island, but there's an island there, quite a large one. Don't think anybody will build on it. Not with this in recent memory. But we've got a branch of the river that flows this side and a branch of the river that flows the other side. Very impressive how those changes happen in one day. We assume they take, thousands of years. The other bank of the river has changed also. We've got quite a bit of topsoil that's been washed away. There's probably 50 feet or so of the far bank that has disappeared, with an eddy that's flowing backwards. And the house that was built, that you can just see through those trees, is physically still there, but looks like the water came maybe a third of the way up, so completely engulfed the inside of that piece of property. Farmhouse on top all looks fine, cattle all look fine. The water at the highest mark you can see on the grass bank over there, where the dark green line is. So interesting difference. But back to normal now, sort of. So here's the road to the river house. I took a picture of this when it flooded yesterday, but the water, of course, has come up way higher, completely across the road. It's taken out the old barn that was sitting there. New barn is still here. Looks like where I'm sitting, I mean, was probably 10 feet underwater. Good grief, look at that view there in the distance. All the trees at the side have been torn clean out, and what used to be a promontory of land at the end of Kinser Park is not there anymore. The debris line is halfway up this hill. And to say it's unbelievable, of course, is an understatement. All of the trees are down, and the debris was all the way up to below the black oak that's in front of me. That's unbelievable. It just is so difficult to accept. And what was woodland downstream, all of those trees have gone somewhere. Of course, the answer is downstream. Unbelievable.